Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sammy Ketchum, and welcome back to Sammy Ketchum TCG. Today, we are going to be taking a look at Rapid Strike Urshifu Vmax for the Evolving Skies format. That's right, Rapid Strike Urshifu for the Evolving Skies format. Alright, now, to tell you the truth, this deck really doesn't change much from the past format. This deck isn't going to change much at all. The only new card we're going to talk about today in this deck from Evolving Skies will be Metacham V. Alright? But other than that, this deck is basically going to stay the same, really. There are some differences between my build, what I play, or what I would play, compared to what other people would play, or what most people actually would actually play. And I'll explain that as I go along. Let's kick it up a notch and let's explain what's in this deck. Alright. We have ourselves 3 copies of Urshifu Vmax Rapid Strike. Gonna get our rapid flow on. Alright. Has 330 HP. Alright. It's weak to Psychic, so it's weak to Shadow Rider Calyrex. So there's a big deck that it's really weak to. It has 2 retreat costs. We're not really worried about that because we have the Tower of Water Stadium to give it free retreat. Alright. Has 2 great attacks, well, good attacks. It has the Gale Thrust. The Gale Thrust attack for 1 energy. If this Pokemon came from the bench this turn, it does an extra, 120 damage. So with this first attack, you could do 150 damage, which is really good. If you're hitting for weakness, that's like 300 damage, which is really, really good. The second attack is Gmax Rapid Flow. Alright. For 2 fighting and a colorless, you can discard all energy cards attached to this card. And okay. Discard all energy cards attached to this card. And deal 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. You can attack the active, you can attack the bench, you can do a lot of damage with this attack. Especially with the damage modifiers to the bench, with Telescopic Sight, and with the Passimian in the deck. And we'll get to that in a little bit as well. So that's Single Strike, not Single Strike, Rapid Strike Urshifu Vmax. Alright, 3 Rapid Strike Urshifu Vs. I guess if you wanted to, you could use 100 Furious Blows. What is it? 220 HP. I don't think really anybody really attacks with Rapid Strike Urshifu V. I'm not really gonna stay on them too long. Alright, on to really more of the support Pokemon in the deck, because he's really the only one who really attacks. Here's the Inteleon line. Let's see what we got. 1, 2. 2 of these Inteleons. Alright. it has the what's this ability? Quick shooting. The quick shooting ability. Alright. Has a quick shooting ability. Once during your turn, you can place 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is very good. You can basically do more damage and hit numbers with this. Be able to hit numbers with the bench damage that you do with Rapid Strike Urshifu. Alright. So that's why he's in here. Alright, 2 copies of that. I thought it was 4. Okay, no, 3. Alright. 3 copies of Drizzle. It's in here for its Shady Dealings ability. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for a trainer card and add it to your hand. Very good. It can help you find supporters, help you find other level balls, evolution instances, things like that. Very good to help you find your trainer cards. Your stadium cards as well, because they're trainer cards as well. 3 copies of Sobble. Alright. Sobble is actually really decent. 60 HP. Its first attack is also good. Keep Calling. Alright. You can search your deck for up to 3 basic Rapid Strike Pokemon and put them on your bench, right? You put them on your bench and then shuffle your deck afterwards. Most of this deck is Rapid Strike Pokemon. So this actually is a very good attack if you want to use it. And we have ourselves a 2-2 line of Octillery. Alright. I'm playing with Octillery in this deck. Now, a lot of the decent decks and the good decks that have been playing around in the last format, they don't play with Octillery. Honestly, I don't know why. I don't know how in the world that those decks find the how they find their Rapid Strike energy. You know what I'm saying? Or how they find some of their Pokemon. Like I don't know how. I don't know how they do it without Octillery. Maybe they just get lucky, because I just don't know how consistent their deck is. Like how do they do it? I want them to explain to me how. Because it is freaking ridiculous. You have only 8 energy in the deck. Only 8 energy. Rapid Strike energy, the 4 Rapid Strike energy, and the 4 Fighting energy. How are they going to find that energy within the deck? With only 1 energy search and no way to search out the Rapid Strike energy. Now, I took out a line of Inteleon. I think maybe something else to put in this line of Octillery in this deck, so I could be able to have a little bit more consistent search within the deck. You know? So that's just me, you know. But that's just me. This is Octillery with the what's this ability? Rapid Strike Search. Rapid Strike Search. Go figure, right? You can search for any Rapid Strike card and add it to your hand once each turn. So this is the Passimian. This Passimian has the ability to give your Rapid Strike Pokemon your Rapid Strike Pokemon can do 30 extra damage to the bench when they attack. So if you're attacking the bench, you're going to be doing 30 extra damage to their bench. So if Rapid Strike Urshifu does 120 to one of your bench Pokemon, it's going to do 150. Alright, and then you add the telescopic sight. If he hits a V or a GX Pokemon, it's going to be doing 30, even 30 more. So that's really, really good. So yeah, more damage to the bench. That's the reason why he's in here. Alright. Now this next card, my printer is basically kind of broken right now, and I haven't gotten to the library to print off any proxies. So this right now is my Metacham V from Evolving Sky. This is a true proxy right here. A true proxy. 210 HP. I'm just gonna basically go over like the main attack you're gonna use on this thing, because that's all I have written down here, because I've been playtesting with this. You put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. If they get KO'd by this attack, you take an extra turn. Alright? You cannot use this attack a second time. Like, and what I mean by that is that if you do this attack, you can't sit there and use it again on your second turn. You basically have to wait another turn to do it. So if you do this attack, you would do this attack, get an extra turn, and then on that extra turn, use a different attack. Like use like Rapid Strike Urshifu's attack or something else. You know, you wouldn't use this attack again, right after each other. You couldn't do that. But this is actually like a really little, this is a cute card that you can use. Like maybe after you've like, you know, punched somebody for a little bit of damage and they only have like, I guess like 2 damage left, or what you could do is you could basically use the Inteleon to snipe them for 2 damage and then put them at 2 damage counters and then hit them with the 2 damage counters with this attack. So you could do little cute things with this maybe, if you could set it up. Alright. 1 copy of Crobat V with the Dark Asset ability. Playing from your hand, and you could drop the 6 cards. And last card, Elder Gloss. When you're playing from your hand, you can get a supporter card from your discard pile back to your hand. Good for getting bosses, orders, research, Marnie, etc. Three copies of Professor's Research. Alright. Copies of Marnie. Copies of Karina's Focus. With Artillery in the deck, you could basically search this out. It's a great card that you can find if you don't have a supporter in your hand. Also, if you get Marnie, if your opponent Marnies you and you have the Artillery down, this is a way to get you a supporter, something to draw. You could get out of it with the Artillery, which is another good thing, which is why I added the Artillery into the deck. I just think it's great. I just think Artillery is great. But yeah, I had to add them because as far as my testing was going, I wasn't able to find the Rapid Strike energy or the regular energy as much as I wanted to, and when I wanted to on the turns that I needed it. And then when I didn't find it, I was a turn behind. Putting my opponent at an advantage because I was a turn behind. They took advantage of that and KO'd my Pokemon. So, So yeah, I don't like to be a turn behind at all. I don't like passing. I want to be attacking and attacking my opponent's bench with this deck and sniping them off. You know, I don't like to be a turn behind. I don't like to sit and wait. You know what I'm saying? Unless I have to, unless there's just really just no way for me to like take advantage or knock out my opponent's Pokemon. So yeah. 2 copies of Boss's Orders. 4 copies of Quick Ball. Discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. 4 copies of Evolution Incense. Search your deck for Evolution card and add it to your hand. Alright. 3 copies of Level Ball. Alright. Search your deck for 90 HP Pokemon, add it to your hand. Just gonna help you find your Drizzles and your Sobbles. Three copies of Switch. Two copies of Telescopic Sight. This allows your Rocket Strike Urshifu to do 30 extra damage to Vs and GXs on the bench. Well, moving forward, it won't be any more GXs, it'll just be Vs. So, you know, still good. 30 extra damage to the bench. Add to it the Passimian, that's 60 extra damage. Very good. One copy of Ordinary Rod. Just to get back your basic fighting energies, put them back into the deck. Some of the Pokemon you use, put them back into the deck. Maybe your Drizzles, Sobbles, things like that. One copy of Air Balloon. You can attach it to your Rapid Strike Urshifu, or like all the Pokemon in this deck basically have 1 to 2 retreat costs. So this will basically give any of your Pokemon free retreat. The Tower of Waters. Your Rapid Strike Pokemon's retreat costs 2 less. So this will give basically mostly all of your Pokemon free retreat, except for Crobat V. and Eldegoss. One copy of Training Court. Actually, this could actually be Energy Search. This could actually be Energy Search. But I just added Training Court to this deck because for some reason I do not have a copy of Energy Search. I don't know how I don't have a copy of Energy Search, but I don't. So I added Training Court. You could get an basic energy card from your discard pile back to your hand. So if I do Gmax Rapid Flow the turn before, and I have that basic energy in my discard pile, the next turn I can get it right back to my discard pile, attached to my Pokemon, and I can do either Gale Thrust or maybe Gmax Rapid Flow if I've got enough energy on my Pokemon. I'm Rapid Strike Urshifu. Four copies of the Rapid Strike Energy. Counts as fighting and water while on a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Yeah, and it's a double energy. You still have to take 2 turns to power up your Pokemon. So, it's, you know, so yeah, you gotta be aware of that. This deck is pretty slow, but, you know, it's worth it when you spread the damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. and 4 copies of Fighting Energy. Alright. But yeah. But that is the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. When we come back, I'm going to do the deck layout and show you what the deck looks like. All spread out and together like that. And then you can take like a screenshot or whatever of the deck. So when we come back, we will do that. Alright guys, we are back. And this is the deck layout here. Alright. This right now is basically, it's mainly a testing deck. I don't actually have most of these cards. Well, I mean the trainers and supporters and stuff I have. And some of the Inteleon line I have. I have one of the artilleries, the Sabos, things like that. But yeah, it's mostly a testing deck to test against my other decks that I have. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about getting the cards for this deck. But yeah, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't like this deck. I don't like it at all. It just moves too slow for me. It moves too slow for me. Single strike is my baby. But I do see what this deck is capable of and how it can win games. And that's why I wanted to show it to you guys today. The base for this list I got from Celio's network. One of his decks off his Google Drive for Evolving Skies. You could go to one of his Evolving Skies battle videos, and you could look under his description and find his Google Drive. You can pull his deck list from there. His is basically the Rapid Strike Urshifu with Inteleon, with just straight Inteleon without the artillery. I added the artillery to mine because I just wanted to see just a little bit more consistency in finding the Rapid Strike Energy and certain other cards. But that's just me, and what I like. You can take a screenshot, make the deck what you want it, and see how you like it. So I encourage you to try it out. Other than that, that is the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, mischief managed.